So this is the Incarnon Ack and Brunt, a weapon that, like the dual Ikers, is easily one of my favourite weapon types in game. So that's why I picked it this week, so please appreciate my sacrifice. I've missed the incredible burst on for this to show you if it was indeed worth it next time it comes around in the rotation, because everyone's talking about the burst on, the Soma, and of course the Vasto. Now, I'm glad to say that the Incarnon Ack and Brunt is incredibly strong. First of all, before ever getting an Incarnon adapter, the Sword and Board stance, Final Harbinger, is easily one of the strongest stances in the game, with plenty of forced slash procs and damage multipliers on its default combo, so that spam melee attack. Not to mention the mobility that it also has from that shield roll attack as well. But what does the Incarnon mode actually do? So once you turn on the Incarnon mode for the Ack and Brunt, you of course will have increased stats, damage and all of that, but it will also evolve it into a melee weapon that throws spectral axes that deal heat damage on explosion, on impact. You can throw the axes by slide attacks or by aerial attacks, similar to the Exodia Contagion, but in all honesty, the thrown axes by themselves deal just average damage. It is just a bit of a gimmick. They're not exactly on Exodia Contagion's level, and the radius is not exactly huge either, but that doesn't mean that they're entirely bad. If you combine them with Zephyr's Tornadoes, you will see a substantial damage increase because of course the crit multiplier bonus that Tornadoes gives you. So with a maxed out combo and crit chance, this is it in action with those Tornadoes. It is, as you can see, pretty effective. However, this means jumping up and down throughout the missions, which isn't great either, or I guess maybe spin to win. This is it coming back. But for Zephyr players, this is definitely worth at least checking out. But that's not, in my opinion, where this weapon excels. This is the Ack and Brunt's heavy attacks in action, with a 90% heavy attack efficiency and a 70% heavy attack windup, mainly because of evolutions, means that I barely lose any combo counter once I activate a heavy attack. Not bad, right? Let's take a look at the Ack and Brunt's evolutions. Evolution 1 is getting a combo counter of 6 with the Ack and Brunt allows you to activate the Incarnon mode by using a heavy attack, on which this will give you 100% bonus to melee damage, 20% sprint speed and 20% bullet jump as well. Evolution 2 gives you two choices: Templar's Wrath, which gives you plus 150 flat damage increase, and if you have over 450 armor on your Warframe you will get plus 70% heavy attack efficiency. Shield Maiden's Rush gives you plus 150 base damage and plus 300% combo count chance when your Warframe's shield breaks for 11 seconds. Both of these choices are viable depending on your playstyle, right? Or which Warframe you're going to be running with, if it has that armor value or not. For me, it's the heavy efficiency if I can take it on one of my tanky Warframes, because it has to be base armor. I don't think this triggers with modded armor, but bringing it with a Warframe like Grendel makes it really effective. Evolution 3 gives you the choice between plus 70% heavy attack wind-up speed, combo counter pauses when holstered, and plus 0.7 range. Range or heavy attack wind-up speed would be the good choices here depending on which playstyle you're using or what way you're going to mod the weapon. Evolution 4 gives you the three choices between plus 9% crit and status chance, plus 17% crit chance, and getting kills has a 50% chance to instantly reload your weapons. Again, personal choices with this one, but I've gone for the 17% crit chance because I want to mod this as a heavy attack weapon. This means that unmodded I have 37% crit chance, 70% heavy attack efficiency, and a 0.4 heavy attack wind-up speed. So you can see where I'm going with this. The Reaper Prime has always been my go-to heavy attack weapon. It hits like an absolute truck. Now the Incarnon Ack and Brunt is an easy contender for that top spot simply because it is a heavy attack hybrid monster. It's a slash-based weapon, and the base attacks of Final Harbinger means building combo and spreading slash procs will easily kill enemies, and when you group them all up, then you can use a heavy attack and wipe them out in one hit, while also barely losing any of your combo counter. A few attacks and you're right back up to that 12 times. With Focus Energy I have a 90% heavy attack efficiency because of the 70% evolution node on top of it. So if, like me, you're someone who really likes heavy attacks, then definitely mark this weapon down as a must-have. But if you don't like heavy attacks, it is not just a heavy attack weapon. If you build it for Blood Rush, Weeping Wounds and Condition Overload with Viral and all of those slash procs it's going to be thrown out, it will still mince its way through enemies while giving you a lot of mobility to weave attacks around your enemies. So this is my heavy attack mod setup. The Riven can be dropped out for Blood Rush, since you will barely be losing any combo with those heavy attacks. You can switch the Smite mod for whatever faction of choice you're going against, or for Primed Pressure Point if you don't like using Smite mods, entirely up to you. Focus Energy brings you up to 90% heavy attack efficiency, but if you're comfortable with just 70, then you can drop that out for a different elemental mod. If I was modding it for a normal Condition Overload Weeping Wounds build or Blood Rush build, then I would use this. Again, I would drop out the Riven for Blood Rush, or if you have a Riven, you could drop out a Reach mod for Blood Rush either. Again, entirely up to you. Your weapon, your game, go nuts. As long as you're having fun, that's the bloody main thing. But that's the Incarnon Ack and Brunt. Let me know in the comment section below whether you chose it as well, or what you think of it, if it's a weapon that you're going to earmark and pick up on the next rotation. Enjoy your burst on, right? I'm over here throwing Aldi brand axes that deal fire. Have a great day, have a great week, and as always, thanks for watching.